know if you can see that, but that right there is a P-trap for a laundry drain. Yeah. Ugh.
Where you at, man? Where you at, bro?
I'm right here, brother. Just trying to...
No jumpsuit or anything?
I don't have any.
You're a beast.
I left them at the house.
You're a beast. What do I need?
Well, I'm trying... This is Jesus, everybody.
What's up?
I'm trying to... You don't have to get down and look in here. I just... What was the... I know I spoke with your husband, but what's the issue you're having?
So when the washer would start at the beginning, we would get like a sewery smell.
Oh.
So and then also like whenever I'm draining something like in the bathtub, like if I'm draining the baby's water, we'll start hearing like glug 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 in the washer area.
Oh.
Who installed this originally? Did you say?
Just a handyman. Yeah.
And it was okay. So a handyman did it.
The washer used to be in the kitchen, so we moved it to the closet.
Okay.
So there was no water or gas.
Okay. So the main complaint is the sewer smell.
Yeah, at the beginning of the wash. Only at the beginning at the wash. At the end, like once the water has been going for a while, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And I'll smell that in the bathroom too at the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. But it drains like, you know.
Yeah, but we can hear like just the glug 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 part.
Yeah.
It's obviously, but if that's not what, what is it look? How does it look in there?
Well, it's So it's right in front of me, like right in front of my eyes. Okay. So, I see what the guy did. Oh, I see. So he just ran. So what the guy did is just ran this is a standpipe that goes straight down into the crawl space into a P-trap. So there's zero vent. I see now what the issue is. All right, as I predicted, straight pipe into the floor. Copper water lines in the way. But this is our only option right here. And where he's holding this is you got to have 4 inches between the trap and the vent. So the only way to do this right basically would be is to cut these water lines. We could cut them right here, and then if I can run Uponor from point A to point B, the Uponor can sit back and I can get this trap right here, and then we can notch this out. So both of these would have to have a section of Uponor pipe, and then we would just put the vent and the drain. The drain would go right here. So we could put it. So what is the code? It has to be, the trap weir has to be 6 inches off of the floor, right?
Yep.
So that would be fine. So we could even put it right there. Yeah. So that's 15 inches. So it's so it's minimum 6, maximum I think 18 or 24. So we could really do it up to there. So the trap weir right there. So we could do it up there, and then the higher we do this, that would allow me to have more flex with some Uponor. Is all this making sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. And then we could save this guy. But all of this whole plan is contingent upon where this goes into the crawl space.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? All right, let's go see where this is at. Right in line with the gas. Oh, man. So I think the only way to make this work is to be able to bore a hole through the floorboards there, subfloor. Bore a hole big enough that the hub of a 2-inch long sweep will fit through there. Okay. So this is a 3-inch hole saw. Yeah. We could even go bigger. All right. That's going to be plenty of space to get a long sweep 90 up. All right, now we got to turn off the water in the house.
I'm gonna take this out for you.
All right, there you go. All right, our vent's going to go up through here. And, yeah. Yeah. Wait, I can't see. All right, go ahead. Okay. All right, there you go. Uponor adapters to Uponor adapters. All right, this is working out really well. So we got a long sweep 90, street long sweep 90. It's gonna fit up in there right like that. We'll be able to keep that high into the laundry room. And then we don't have any 90s or any crazy. This will be a nice flow. All right, you can just send it down to me.
This one?
No. What?
You said a band?
No. I'm looking. No hub band.
Oh, another one?
How did you find that?
It was in the back of the driver's seat.
No.
On the shelf. That's what I was calling you on WhatsApp.
Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
All right, there you go. If you ever use these, you have to do like-to-like material. These are not good for transitioning from ABS to anything else. So we got the long sweep 90 with the 45. We got a strap right here. And we're good. All right, now it's time for the addict.
Yeah, come on.
All right, cool. Okay, everything's glued in. Now, addict work. All right, there's our vent. I'm talking to the camera. And there is our stack. You may be asking yourself, why are we not tying into that stack? Well, I'll tell you right now. The stack is wrapped in some kind of asbestos lining. And so we're not going to be cutting that. The owner is aware of that. The owner is actually the one that did the research on that. So we're just going to penetrate through the roof right here. And then the roofer is he'll be here in about an hour. So, all right, this is the vent. And look at that. They already have an opening. So I'm going to try to just run the vent right through there. Isn't this nice with all the lights? I love that. See the hole right here?
Yep.
It's kind of convenient. And if you're curious, any vents protruding through the roof have to be 18 inches away from any creases or corners or edges. And this is a crease, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a roofer. Perfect. All right, let's go on the roof. All right. We'll do a little bit more than 12 inches. What's up, Louie? How you doing? Is this your apprentice? Is that your apprentice?
They're all my apprentices.
We'll do, how about, all right, 16 it is, Louie. That's it, we're done. The plumbering is over. How you doing, Louie?
How you doing, man?
Do you want to be on YouTube, Torres Roofing? I've known Louie for what, 15 years?
Yes, sir. Maybe 20.
Not that long. I haven't
Been doing it, yeah. 15.
I haven't been doing it that long.
It's been a while. Good to see you,
Good
Shane.
to see you, man.
Looks good.
Good to
like
see you, brother.
always.
Thank you. It's nice and straight. You know, they had there was a hole in the roof sheathing that was already there. It was just a crack, so I just ran it straight through there. I just cut that.
Wow.
And I just pounded it through. So.
All right. Yeah, their roof looks still really good.
Yeah, it looks new, doesn't it?
It looks probably, about 5 years.
5 years?
Within 5 years.
Yeah.
So whoever did that too. Look at, they did the front part of that.
Oh yeah.
And you got it.
Final look. It's all strapped. And Louie's done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You all done up there? I can take this down?
10, 20 ladder. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Here, I'll go up there and just get a... I don't think I'm going to go all the way. There you go. That looks good. I'm not a roofer, but I can tell that's the right way to do it.
How you doing, baby?
All right. think that's it, Louie. It's enough for this video, at least.